Hello everyone and welcome to the start of our F124 Williams Road to Glory. And you might be thinking, Matt, why on earth are you post-commentating this? I did this stream like a week and a half ago, and it was only after editing for about 15 minutes that I realised I never really introed the stream. So yeah, this is basically our live stream series. We stream here on this channel and on Twitch, hopefully once or twice a week, where basically we're going to be starting with Williams. We do 100% races, no rewinds or anything like that, and kind of a more immersive career mode. Obviously, this first episode, we just went through all of like the driver career mode setup as well, which was kind of quite boring, and obviously I've already done it on the main channel as well. But yeah, if you want to see this series, we're basically trying to, win this series with Williams. So if that's something you like the sound of, please make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and I will join you in qualifying then, I guess, for the Bahrain Grand Prix. If you're really interested in like the career mode changes and you want to play those ASAP, then, or you league race a lot, then, I mean, you're going to have to if you league race. The new career mode tweaks are pretty cool as well, but the handling model is still a little bit all over the show. Thank you for the sub, John, I appreciate it. Alex Jake's gone from F2 is real sad. Oh great, we're battling Ricciardo. Literally our first ever qualifying lap and we're battling Daniel Ricciardo. Give me some room, thank you. That was risky, but we made it work. I mean, the traction there, is that how a Formula 1 car handles? I don't know. They feel way too grippy in low-speed traction. Like, I did some running in the rain, obviously I did a video on it as well, and like, it feels almost impossible to break traction. Right, anyway, first qualifying lap coming to an end then. Where are we going to be on the board? I've got no idea. I'm hoping it's under 130? Damn it. 50th. We go quicker than Ricciardo.
Now the tank's pretty much empty.
8/10 slower than Yuki. That is not good for a first run. I mean, look at that. Yeah, you use the battery, so you basically got to try and get it down to 0 by the end of the lap. But it does drop quick. Making our way through the final corner. Nice and easy that time. And you can see, once we remember to use the battery, we're pretty much even with Albon. I think we were a 10th off in the end. Alonso on pole. Verstappen 7th. This is exactly why I wanted to do the short qualifying sessions, because it gives you grids like that. Absolutely fantastic there. Aston Martin pole position to kickstart the year. We were 1/10 off Alex Albon, 15th and 16th for us, ahead of Ocon and both Haas and VCarbs. Stroll, I mean, how on earth have the kick Saubers? I mean, performance isn't final, I should preface that. But how on earth are the kick Sauber cars 3/10 off pole? First ever race start of F124 on stream. 5 red lights, no hold at all, and oh, we get a little icon above Albon's head. That's quite cool. Everyone is already going for it in towards turn 1. Let's try and be a little bit aggressive. I locked the rears slightly. That's a lot of contacts. Good job I disabled the sim damage for this first episode. That was aggressive. We're on a 3 pit stop strategy today. The AI will likely do either 2 or 3 as well, so don't worry. So Stroll's already way down the order. So instantly then, it could be Bottas, Joe, Albon and myself battling for that final point. Speaking of which, down the inside of our teammate, thank you. 200 bits for a win. That will never happen. Unless I've set the AI to like 60. I don't think that would ever happen. Where did Perez? Oh no, Perez qualified P2, didn't he? Alonso's bottled it already, chat. That's a shame. So Perez now is walking away at the front, although he has got one Merc with him. Albon is looking feisty.
This lap, you can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Don't want to give it all up though. Around the outside of Alex. Damn, that's a shame. Just because F124 chat, with the exception of that one qualifying mistake I made, I'm not going to bottle it. I reckon we're not going to bottle it in this year's game. Oh, I just feel that. You lock up the rear slightly. This is like the brake bias I found that works. I don't mind not being, you know, sort of right under his gearbox or anything like that, but I need to stay in the range. If they just do a few little handling tweaks, then absolutely this could be mad as a Formula 1 game. Like, it's a shame that something that on paper it sounds like such a small thing can have such a big impact on the driving experience. But then again, when the game drops, play it. See how you enjoy it. Because I have also heard some people going, I really like the way the cars handle now. See, look at that immediately now. Front left has got 6%, basically double the wear of front right, just from starting to lock up a little bit. That's what you've got to be really, really careful of this year. You've got to drive so smooth in your setup. Do you think Norris and McLaren can challenge Red Bull? I believe week to week, race to race, yes, potentially, but not for a championship. I think unless something catastrophic happens to Max.
The car ahead, 1.5 seconds.
What's brake dragging mean exactly? It means when you're off the brake, it's still under rotating. So Bahrain, luckily, is not a bad track for it. But for example, Belgium, when you go through the hairpin up at the top of the hill, that's a really bad corner for it, where you're on the throttle and the brake is still under rotating on you. Deg, yeah, is extreme. Moon Raider, welcome in. Hope you are. Oh, Caleb, I've been asked that so many times so far. So, if you league race, yeah. Oh, no. Tiny bit of front wing damage. We'll see how that affects things. Honestly, the best way I can describe it is, like, these cars in the rain have as much traction as F123 cars in the dry. And F123 wasn't exactly bad for grip. I still prefer last year's cars, but I do like how dynamic, like, tyre wear and things like that are this game. That is quite good fun. It's going to require a lot more management.
Be careful about where and when we use ERS, and let's try and be consistent as you use it moving forward.
Okay. I've got to use low more ERS. I've got to try and use 9/10 worth of overtake every lap now, apparently. That's a bit odd. I was not expecting in-race challenges. Unfortunately, they're completely covered by chat. I mean, the ERS, the overtake mode, is so powerful. I mean, look at that. Fully alongside me into the next corner. Thank you. Problem is, they're still in the DRS frame right to the front of the field. That is absolutely nuts. They do a little bit, Flinster, I know what you mean. They certainly, you can tell they're not real. Like, it's the AI being driven on a controller. It's really odd. I want to believe Moon Raider. I say that because of my incredible skill, but it's not. It's just because it's really odd. But even then when you do save it, it doesn't feel rewarding. It just feels like you got lucky. It's almost like F122 in that sense, but for a completely different reason. Oh no, there's your bottle. Yep, the tyres are gone. Even that, though, that should have gone all the way around on me. That, I think, is where you know the tyres have just gone past the limit of what you want to do with them. Oh, a little bit of a lock-up there into the pits as well. It was only a small bottle, chat. I didn't even spin all the way. It was a half spin. But we are the first car into the pit lane, so...
Right, let's go. Come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
How are you feeling the cars handle compared to F123? They handle very differently. I'm still trying to get used to this year's cars.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
High speed, they've got a bit too much downforce this year, it feels like. And low speed, they're a bit too twitchy. But I do like the new tyre wear saving and things like that. What restrictions to EA have on you now? I can say whatever I... Obviously, there's certain game aspects I can't talk or show you yet. But I don't have to say anything specific about the game. I'm completely allowed to say whatever I want. Bottas, 8 seconds up the road then. So let's see if we can start trying to cut that gap down. He has gone hards though. I can't see him going to the end on those. But hopefully we'll have some extra pace. You think a professional streamer should only win 2 races? I'm not a professional streamer. I make videos, yeah. I don't stream full-time. No way I could stream full-time. Well, not at the moment anyway. So there is Alba then. He's gone softs. Carlos Sainz is having an absolute disaster. 5 seconds up the road in 11th. And I believe everyone now has pit. But I think both of those kit cars have dropped out of the McLaren's range again. Alonso... Oh, no, Red Bull is still out there, I was going to say. Alonso's winning, but he's not. I mean, we're setting decent lap times. We're only a 10th off our PB. But maybe we can get a bit closer to those kit cars. I don't know. I feel like we're going to spend a lot of today going, maybe we can get closer to that car. Or that car. Or that car. We're just not going to get there. Are we going to be in his DRS? Surely not. We are! Oh, that's so ridiculous. I think we've got DRS off him, surely? Yes, we have. How in the first race of this series are we battling Max Verstappen for position? He's going to pull away from me, but we can try and stick to him. Why on earth would Red Bull double stack? IRL, yes, it can work. In-game, no. So I don't know whether the other Red Bull is ahead of those stakes. So that's the other quite important thing, because of course it might be that Max is dragging us along, but they're also just getting dragged along by Checo. I mean, Max is pushing. He wants me gone. I'm going to try and hang with him as best as I can. Is Verstappen beer the new Verstappen Norris? Well, he might be going to the end. I'm definitely not. So we'll try and stick with him, but I'm not holding my breath. I don't think we'll be in his range for very long. Put it that way. The tyres are not happy with me, that must be said. So we wanted to try and get into, what, lap 36? I think? Yeah, 35, 36, wasn't it? Not convinced they're going to go that far. We do need to be a bit more careful with them. But we are trying to make up time where we can at the moment. Like, it is beneficial. But pulling away from Stroll behind, it's definitely beneficial to stay in this. Like, pushing, to stay in Max's DRS range. That's what I don't like on this game. That right there in a nutshell. Like, that just feels so odd to make sure you save it. I've definitely lost the range now. Like, the thing is, well, when you get a save like that, like, I can't learn from that either. I can't sort of sit back and think, oh, I saved that last time. I can do it again. Because ultimately, I've got no idea how I saved that. It just feels like a lottery. Handling isn't as bad as it. Oh, handling is very different to F122. It's more predictable most of the time, but when it's unpredictable, I'd argue it's more unpredictable. F122's handling was just a lot more difficult. This year's handling is very easy until it isn't. 95% of the time, this year's handling is fine. It's just then those moments you get where it's awful. In race trim, in practice, in qualifying or time trial, it's bizarre. Oh, I mean, even there, look at that. Back end sliding around on me. Don't know how you can wear sunglasses indoors. Because someone paid points on Twitch, meaning I have to. Does the F1 game since 2021 use a controller and find it a bit rubbish? Do you enjoy this game more? Probably over F1 2021, yeah. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll dive in now. I'm onto a U set of softs, so I believe that'll have been one lap in qualifying. We'll see how far we can take there, but then maybe we'll go softs or mediums to the end. Like I said, this medium stint is not really a representative, because I absolutely destroyed him trying to keep up with Max. Like the colours and stuff. You can turn them into 50p pieces. So that's the other thing as well. ABS is a little bit... Oh, sorry, lack of ABS this year. The braking's a little bit different. But it seems like, going into pit lanes and stuff, it is a bit better.
Okay,
Noob Master? Ah!
I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us and finish the race strong.
My day was good until that, Noob Master. Annoying when that happens. Especially on a team like Williams. Although they've messed that up at Imola, didn't they? So wasn't that tire, but accurate game. So we'll try and nurse the tyres a bit better this time, chat. We'll see what we can do, though, because obviously we need to push on. I think, obviously, someone like Jarno is obviously going to expose the biggest flaws in the handling. It's far from perfect, but in race trim, it's not as bad.
So your ERS is running a bit low. Look into changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate, or you might want to try some lifting or gentle braking to recharge.
So that's the other thing that annoys me when Mark talks to you, because obviously then you can't hear what the car's doing. And that is frustrating. Because I still need to know when we're locking up and things. Oh, they're both in! Damn it! Can't even try and make the overtake. So yeah, Albon's got 12 seconds on me and a pit stop. And Stroll is now back in my range. Lock the rears. Oh, that's Alex. He's not in the pits. They're lying. What's that about?
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 33.0 seconds.
I'm going to be out behind that group anyway, so I'd rather have a pace advantage over them. And if we go softs, then we will. It's definitely as you start getting towards the end of a tyre set that you start becoming a lot more twitchy. Slower than Lance, back to F2 for you. He has got a much quicker car than me. Like, Alonso is unironically in the fight for the win here, and Lance Stroll is 13th place. Oh, have I set the tyres? Just remember to set the tyres. Reese's Pieces with another bit. I appreciate it, buddy. Just about remember the tyres there. Please don't say it's an old set. Come on, no problems.
Okay, let's go now. Come on.
Lyric with 2 bits as well? Oh, no, they are. Damn it! Okay, so that set's actually done more laps than I'd hoped. 4 bits from Bullet. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Okay, that's alright. We've come out closer to this group than I was expecting. So now we've got to just try and move our way through. Actually get some overtakes on the board towards the end of this race. We cannot finish last. We've got to finish better than 18th. That's where we came last season. How does this game feel to you? 95% of the time it feels good. It is just that last 5% where it goes a little bit weird, which is annoying. It's where you get like the moments of snap oversteer, that kind of thing. Retire the car, end the stream. I'm sorry. Right, come on, we've got to go for a move. Big diving maneuver. Oh, I was going to try and get away with no lockup there, but I didn't manage it.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
AI battling just up in front. I think that's Ricciardo and Gasly. 2 of the old Red Bull drivers. There's Tsunoda, another one, waiting in the wings. Tsunoda's never driven for Red Bull, but you know what I mean. Ocon on the outside, 2 trailer park girls. Come on, get around the Alpine. We're back to where we finished here last season. Oh, that was so close to damage them. I hadn't even remembered about the front wing thing, because we did almost do that as well. We did almost damage the wing in that moment. That would have been so annoying on literally the last lap of that little challenge. Can we have a look down the inside of Ricciardo? Oh, Ricciardo style move on the Australian, but we've done it. Beautiful.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Adam, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. The plan is P14 still. Unless we get a safety car or something.
Ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
So weird seeing a battery recharge at ridiculous speed. Around the outside of Gasly. Beautiful. How's the handling? I've heard mixed responses. So, I have been asked that quite a few times. And it's good because it's allowed me to kind of fine-tune my answer a bit more. Qualifying, time trial, it's not very good. Because you can absolutely abuse it. Races, 95% of the time it's good fun. It's much easier than F1 23, but it is good fun. It is just those weird little low-speed moments or where you get a twitch or something like that it feels absolutely undrivable. Like, traction is very easy, braking is very easy. But yeah, there are just odd little moments where the game is really tough and unpredictable. And, like, I had a moment earlier on where I saved it. And like I said, it didn't even feel rewarding because I have no idea how I did it. The car just, like, sometimes will straighten up, sometimes will spin.
Pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
Oh, we've narrowly missed out on fastest lap today. That's a shame. 40 seconds to Bottas up the road. Not helped by the lack of DRS, but... Oh, was it 2018 was fuel and DRS? I thought 2017 was.
Yeah, we've done alright making some moves towards the end. Pretty much back to where we would expect to be, considering we've been a little bit unlucky today. And of course, yeah, a bit of a learning experience as well. So, I think Alonso's running out of steam though, or is dragging along Verstappen. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether Max is in the range. It is so close between those Red Bulls, but Fernando Alonso, don't know if his tyres are falling off or whether... Ugh! That's the other weird one. Rear locking can be interesting, especially when you're concentrating on other things. Surely Max is inside that range now with Sergio. 1 lap to go here in Bahrain, and we've got a 3-way fight for the Grand Prix victory. Will it be Sergio Perez? Will it be Max Verstappen? Or will it be Fernando Alonso? It's actually going to be Max, isn't it? He's closing in on Perez down towards turn 1. Unless Fernando Alonso can get the run of runs on the pair of them. Surely Sergio can't lead most of this race. Was getting dragged back by Alonso, and Verstappen just hung with them. I mean, look at that. They're all on top of each other. Up the top of the hill. I think Sergio Perez has got it, though. I don't see there being another opportunity around this lap. I need to focus on where I'm going. Surely Perez is going to be able to hang on to this now, as we are about to start the final lap of our Grand Prix. It's been a bit of an odd one, but it has been good fun. We are over the 2-hour mark, yeah, slightly. I apologise to EA for that. I wasn't expecting the intro to be so long on this game. That's what it was. Red Bull, though, it is going to be a 1-2 by the looks of things, but I don't know which one is going to win this Grand Prix. We'll find out in just a few moments, as are we going to see Magnussen try to get past me on this final lap. Not down at turn 1, he's not. In towards the final corners. I believe it is still Sergio Perez who is leading this thing. We are basically even on fuel, so I've nailed that today. I think, oh, one of the Red Bulls, I think, might have made an error. Alonso's trying to get a run on one of them. Who's it going to be, though? It is Sergio Perez that takes the dub here in Jeddah. Here in Sakhir, sorry. 3 cars covered by, at most, half a second in the end. But Alonso, his Formula 1 victory comeback is going to continue to wait even further. Bottas is going to snook away the final point as well. That is heartbreaking for Williams at the end of the first round of the season. Albon in P11 ahead of Zhou Guanyu, as that Stroll, very, very disappointing. His teammate fighting for the win. That Stroll P13, half a lap behind when all is said and done. But making our way in towards the final few corners, we've got to make sure we're not going to run out of fuel here. We are still plus 0.02 laps of fuel. I have absolutely nailed the fuel by accident tonight. I'm genuinely happy with that. But through the final corner, it is P14 in the end from 15th on the grid. We had a decent enough race. We learnt a lot about the game as well. That was very, very good fun. Well, there we go then. At the end of the day, Sergio Perez takes the win by half a second. 3 cars covered by less than a second at the end of the opening round of the season. That was certainly dramatic there. But somehow Red Bull, despite a terrible qualifying, they get the victory in the end of the full points as well. Charles Leclerc 4th ahead of both Mercs and both McLarens. Sainz ahead of Bottas, rounding out our point scorers there. And we didn't narrowly miss out, but we did miss out there. Hulkenberg wins the wooden spoon to kickstart the all-new season as well. Obviously, Drivers' Championship exactly the same as the race results. Constructors-wise, Red Bull lead the way ahead of Merc and Aston Martin. They're tied with Ferrari, with McLaren and Kick Sauber also getting off the starting blocks. But thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very soon with more Formula 1 content.